What is up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle for the next episode of Darkest Dungeon. My name is Splattercat, and it is super awesome to see you here today. Welcome on back. We're going back into some of the dimmer dungeons. Not the dark ones, but the ones with, like, flickering lights. The ones that have, like, a Disney's Haunted Ride thing going on, which, by the way, I'm going to Disneyland soon. It's gonna be the jam and also the peanut butter. It is gonna be amazing. I'm really looking forward to it. Haven't been there since probably 2010. I don't know. When you live in California, like every 4 or 5 years, you got to make the pilgrimage. It's one of those things, though. Like, for example, my relatives that live in LA, they aren't that excited about Disneyland. But they get super excited when they come up here because it means they either get to go to Six Flags or they get to go to Paramount's Great America. Both of those are not a big deal to me because I live like 5 minutes from both of them. And so I spent my entire life going there. Yeah, it's familiarity. It breeds contempt. I'll probably upgrade those a little bit. Oh, good. The inn's looking a little sexier, too. That's funny. This guy's got the bicep work going. How's this guy so buff from bartending? Keg lifting, maybe? Man, that guy is ripped for a bartender. He's got to be lifting a lot of kegs or something. But you can't assume there'd be enough. I don't know. I don't think there would be enough customers. I may take this team back out again. Man, everybody got a disease on that run, didn't they? Alright, let's get rid of her tapeworm. And on the next one, I'll bring Rose. And then we'll still run the exact same team. They're doing great, and they're coming on through, so I see no reason... I see no reason, really, to kick them out of the group. I feel like they're doing fine. I like the thing that we have going on right now, so why mess with something that's working? You da-da-da-boo-boo? We've got a medium wield we could do in here, which gives you a bleed amulet. Bleed amulet, pretty good if you're putting it up on a jester. It can work out pretty solid on anybody that's running a bleed build, so it works pretty great on Houndmasters as well. If you use it with Hound's Harry, if you're into that. Hound's Harry what? Dunno. Why do they want me to have a Blight Amulet so badly? They keep throwing these Blight Amulets at me, and I just don't know if I want them or not. That would be something that we would want to throw on somebody. Here, we would want to put that right there and that right there. He's got shitty dodge anyways, so why worry about it? 5% chance is really not that great. You might as well just go all in if you're already at 5%. Has he got no upgrades? Callie, why are you using messed up weaponry, bro? There we go. That's a little bit sexier. The next one's 5, and I think the next one's 10 or something like that. It gets expensive with a quickness. We can reduce the cost over here, but I'd rather save the deeds so that when we come back, in my stream playthrough, I had like 80 deeds and like 80 crests after a little while. You end up with a ton of those stupid things. A lucky dice over here might be worth running on Mau Mau. I haven't been checking to see who's coming in with our... Hey, we got a abomination, so that'll work.
And reclusive. This man is more dangerous than he seems.
Bone Man's back in. A second Plague Doctor wouldn't be a terrible plan. What does she have? Did I ever with Bullet? Bullet's stress is kind of high. Bullet's getting cured of some shit right now, though. Huh, who do I want to bring with me then? Maybe I'll bring the Houndmaster. Do I have anything for you, Houndmaster? Let's lower our surprise chance a little bit, and then I'm going to increase my damage. His dodge is pretty high. He's got Egomania, Curious. You got some problems, buddy. You got some problems, and they're all locked in, too. They lock in when you leave them on them for too long, so it's my fault. I should have cured them early, but I didn't think about it. As with most of the problems I cause for myself. Bleed Amulet. I don't know what I want more. I need the deeds more. But the amulet would... I'm sorry, the cloak would be more useful. That, I don't know. That'd be useful to throw on my Plague Doctor. But aside from that, not really the most useful item. We'll do a medium run today. We're not ready for the Wizened Hag yet, in my opinion. We should probably level up the ruins and whatnot, too. Oh, we got the Swine Prince. The Swine Prince is actually probably my least favorite of all the bosses. The Swine Prince is... He's tough. The Swine Prince, you're kind of in a rough spot no matter what you do with him. Kill the little guy in the back and he enrages. You leave the little guy up and try to DPS him. And then he's hitting somebody for 21 damage every single turn. Very difficult to heal through unless you get lucky with an occultist. So in general, I don't know. I can't give you advice on him. He's not a boss that I enjoy fighting. I've killed him, but... Once again, she's only doing Demon's Cauldron. I don't really want that. I think the Cove might be the smarter plan, even though it's a little bit more difficult. However, we do have a level cast. Did I give her better equipment? I did not. That's an important part of keeping your characters alive. Make sure you're upgrading things when they need to be upgraded. Otherwise, your characters will have these odd little deficiencies. Kick to the face can strike from there. Ah, well. Who's healing on this one? Bell from Hell? Oh, he's in a good spot. Whatever. We're fine. We're looking solid. I like what we got going on right now. I think this group is going to be very, very successful. I could upgrade. Actually, no, I don't think I've bought any of those upgrades, so let's get after the wield, I guess. I need the I need the deeds really badly. We're not upgrading anything right now, and I need to up our game here. I'll probably bring 12 of those, like 3 of those. We got some of that. Okay. That's fine. Probably drop off one of those. I'll probably run a little bit lighter on supplies this time around. We're in the wield, right? So we'll need those, and we'll definitely need some of those too if we want to max out our treasure.
Our land is remote and unneighbored. Every lost resource must be recovered.
Huh. That's a rough layout. We gotta gamble on this one. We gotta choose a direction and hope that we get it. I'm gonna go left, I guess. Do a straight shot and just hope that it works out for us. It'll be okay. I'll let the blight tick. What is that?
Sprung and thirsting for blood.
I've never seen that before. What the hell is that? Huh. It's got a ... after open the satchel. A vial of powerful medicines. Woo! Okay, it's for our quest. Alright. I was unaware. I don't think I've ever done this quest before. I've done the one where you gotta find the holy relics, and I've done the one where you gotta destroy the altars or whatever. But I don't think I've ever done the one where you find medicines, and if I have, I obviously didn't do it very well, did I? I didn't do it at a level well enough to where I remember it, so oh well. What you gonna do? Get some heirlooms. Hope they are not covered in goo. Let's move that over there. Keep those stacks rotating. Oh wow, we've already found 2. It looks like I gambled in 1. Oh, Abyssal Hymn. I think if there's 3 of these on the screen at the same time, they can do the thing where they combine into like a big one. Like a giant ass kicker of a slime. And I don't think I want to deal with that right now. I'll probably work on his stress a little bit, presuming that Callie doesn't murder everything on Earth first. Callie's a killing machine. You can't give him an inch, because he'll take a mile as far as murder goes. Let's lower that stress down a tiny bit.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
I don't know if I want pick to the face or if I want poison darts. I think for this dungeon, pick to the face would be better. Fortunately, I didn't buy it because I'm a dipshit. We didn't get any treasure? Oh, man. I love treasure. Fun factoid. If you go back with 2 of them, you do not get 2/3 of the rewards. This is kind of an all-or-nothing type of mission. Just be aware. Please don't. Oh, my God. This guy's an idiot. Apparently, he ended up with Enui. I've got to get rid of... Oh my god, I got to get rid of both of those. Both of those got to go. So after this mission, we probably won't take him anywhere else. That's obnoxious, because we could have got a bunch of treasure from that one. Disappointing turn of events. There's nothing you could do about it. It's not really... I don't know. I don't like missing out on treasure. It upsets me. I like treasure a lot. The glint of gold holds sway over my avaricious heart. There. Say it as poetical as I can. No, how dare you dodge my demon groping. Now my demon shall go wanting and unsatisfied. Oh, combat's over. That domination, though.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
We have a curio down here. We don't have a curio down here, but there's one in the hall, which means that we might get one. Man, we're surprising everybody right now. I'll go ahead and run a double hit right there. The throwing knives are pretty good. They lower their bleed resist too. Just in case you were planning on bleeding somebody out, you can stack the hell out of that thing and it should work pretty well. Let's continue working on his stress because I think Hugh will probably take care of these guys. Oh, we got one left. Never mind. He's going to take the first turn. Hopefully not crit. And we'll just finish this off before we wait it out. Now, if we're very, very lucky, we will find the next doctor bag. Nope. But I've got anti-venom for this. So treasures galore for us. What the hell is that? The blood gem. Not terrible. No downside to it. So I'll equip it on somebody so it's not eating up inventory space. Let's walk. All in all, actually not that bad of a dungeon so far. They tried to booby trap me. They tried to get me. Somebody came by sprinkling those spores all over the place, being like, we're going to give you mushroom STDs. I'm like, no, please. Mushroom STDs are just mushrooms that are growing off your body like an STD. Everybody remembers that class. And we had to take like a health STD class in high school. Like wieners with like spruce trees and shit growing out of them. It was gnarly. Like, oh my god. Why does your dick look like an oak tree? And I'm not talking about the size. It's like, why does your wang have bark on it? I don't think a labia is supposed to have spikes. Oh, man. Wait, did I leave a doctor bag behind? No. I'm gonna say even I can't be that dumb. Off we ride. Ride is sort of metaphorical. We don't actually ride. I shouldn't have eaten those. That was stupid. I'm trying to clear up inventory space, though. I'm actually planning on clearing the whole thing regardless of the way this goes, because we need the money very, very badly. We also need the tools, and we also need the upgrade pieces. And occasionally, actually, in my personal playthrough the other day, I got a legendary item just off of like a normal pull in my first dungeon, and it was a really, really good one, too. It was one that didn't have many down. Oh my god, we're done. Like, that's mission right there. Doesn't look like a vial to me. That looks more like a box, but please don't touch this. I think... yeah. Ooh. Unholy Slayer! Bring your demons to the ground! Sometimes you gotta get some unholy slaying metal going. I've noticed that metal is largely relegated to two camps. Those that are crusaders and are slaying the bad guys, and then there's music that's just like satanic and they are the bad guys. It seems to be very much divided between the two camps. Well, and then you've got your Motley Crue type bands like Wasp, where all they really seem to sing about is coitus. So that works out. I have gotten critted. Luckily, the effects don't seem to be that bad. My kitty co-pilot makes me feel less stressed. So I don't care what these little meters say right here. I got my kitty with me. Got my kitty with me. He's just chilling, making rumbly noises. I'm going to try and farm out some kind of stress relief at the end of this. I don't know if it's going to work out that way. These guys are pretty much ready to graduate up to medium missions. Although medium missions... I have noticed that medium missions tend to be a lot more sketchy, like really, really sketchy, by comparison to the normal missions, the easy ones anyways. And that's why you bring Shadow Fade. That is exactly why you bring Shadow Fade. It allows her to rearrange the line while not wasting her turn, and allows her to at least serve some utility. It's your turn, huh? Oof, she dodged you while stunned, man. Get your eyes checked. You got paladin glaucoma. Holy glaucoma. was hoping we wouldn't eat another crit right there because that would be less than satisfactory. I'm gonna throw. Woo, buddy! That's a crit right there. You see what I mean, though? Crits in this game, they matter a lot. I'm gonna have to have you run that because your stress is too high right now. I need you to remain useful. And I don't want to pay the money to make you feel better. It's too expensive. Now that she's been handled, this leaves us with a tiny opportunity to throw out some further heals, but my cat is so confused right now. With my microphone down, he can only sit like in one position, but he likes to fidget a lot and like move around a ton. And so like I'm blocking him with my arm so he doesn't mess up my recording. Oh good, we got some band-aids. That's pretty sweet. I'm not gonna use all of them.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose.
Okay, so we got a treasure. Ooh, we got 2 treasure rooms. I'll probably skip that one since it doesn't have treasure in it. I'm kind of a whore when it comes to treasure.
A victim to the spreading corruption. Malformed.
Come on, treasure. $50. You know, I can't really bitch because I'd be stoked if I found $50 in a bag on the ground. I found $35 this year just during my run. My running route is on like the spot where little kids walk. There's an elementary school where I live, like two houses down from my place. There's an elementary school, and the little kids walk home. And what I've learned is that if you run that trail where the little kids walk, like right at like 4 o'clock, you've got a pretty solid chance of like finding $5 bills. It's almost always $5 and $10 bills. I've never seen a 20. I've only seen 5s and 10s. But seriously, I've probably made, in the last year and a half, I've probably made 140 bucks just picking up $5 bills off the ground. Tell your kids to be careful with their money. And like, it's free for the taking because there's nobody around. Like, the school is out. I run after school is already out. And so it's just like money that's laying on the ground. Pick it up and get $5. It happens all the time. Seriously, it happens at a stupid, ridiculous rate. And I'm not dumb enough to turn anything. Like, you turn something into lost and found, people are just going to be like, oh, I lost $10. Huh? Let's come get it. I'm like, yeah, I bet you did. And plus, usually it's like 2 blocks from the school anyways. So, meh. In general, you should never be like, did somebody drop $5 when you find money? Because in every crowd, there's that guy who's just gonna be like, yep, that was me. Just champion level bullshitters. And then you just made $5 for somebody else. It's messed up, man. It's messed up. I mean, I guess there is the chance that it could be theirs, but I don't know. Ah! Yep. I highly recommend, if you've got money problems, live next to an elementary school. Little kids seem to have an odd talent for dropping their money. Who knew? Who knew? And then go for a run at like 4:30 every day. I bet you within 2 months you find money laying on the ground. And you'll be all alone in the middle of the street looking at a $5 bill just like, huh, $5. I like $5. Hooray for $5. Hooray for me. What do I want to throw out right now? I still want to camp. But all of this stuff is still useful to me. That was like the least useful thing around, so 200 bucks doesn't really faze me. Like run a buff on him or something. It only gives you a buff for 3 rounds, so it's only really useful if you walk into a location and then pop it right before you go in. And with that, the kitty was banished. He started messing with the microphone. Started climbing all over it and rubbing his face on it. But like, no! No kitty boogers on my mic right now. No kitty boogers. Guess we can get rid of the torches. I don't think anything bad is going to happen to these guys in the middle of the underground dungeon. They're pretty high level at this point, so I think they'll probably be fine. Throw out some AoE damage right there. Go fishing for kills. I'll probably just let the torch die down, and maybe we'll get some more treasure on top of that. Make us feel a little bit better. No! My trump card has failed. That was my fight strategy. a little obnoxious, but it's okay. Probably stun him because a crit blanket fire is like one of the worst things that can ever happen. Seriously, like a crit blanket fire is god-awful. You take so much stress from it. It's enough stress to ruin a run. Definitely enough stress to ruin a run. With the dodge nerf, we still managed to dodge. There's another body for the pile. And another stabity. And we should be done here very, very soon. Done.
This expedition at least promises success.
I don't have any lower level gems, so I guess I'll just leave that. Inside this room, I may try to camp, assuming there's no fight. Give us a little bit of space to work with.
Together.
We'll eat all the food because I want their stress to be low to save myself money because I'm cheap like that. Stand tall. Does anybody have one of the buffs that makes it so that we don't get jumped in our sleep? Nah. Okay. We could use Pilfer and see what we get out. I'm gonna wait and see if I have something left over, though. Bloody Shroud. It's not bad. Oh. What does that do? 20% damage? Yeah, put it on him. And then we take Encourage. And we take... Is that all that you had? Shiza. Yeah, okay. Well, I'm gonna Pilfer then. Yay, we got a bandage. Everybody has full health. This would be one of those times where... You probably... Whatever, just put a buff on somebody. I don't normally read the quest dialogue, sorry. It's a habit that dies hard. I was like, whatever. I would love to run into the Collector right now and get some revenge. Not even lying. I would love to get the Collector right now. This group would whoop the Collector. The Collector would have a bad, bad day against this group. But you never get the Collector when you want to get him. You always get him when you got some random party that can't get through his minions fast enough. Like whenever you're running like double healer or something. One of those weird off times where you're like, yeah, I got 2 healers because I need to level them both at the same time. Collectored! Every time. Every time. Ooh. It's a surprise. Thought they had stun resist, but apparently it worked. He's kind of in a poopy position right now. And he's still got spit on. Better spit on than shit on, but I guess that kind of depends, though. Like, how diseased is the spit fluid? Then again, I suppose if the spit is diseased, what does that say about the shit? Stab a maggot real fast. That leaves me in reasonably decent shape right there. Ooh. You just won't. You got the Black Plague? Man, brutal. Brutal with a capital umlaut. Alright. It's just not your day right now, pal. This is just not your day.
Success so clearly in view.
And I don't think we have anything. Actually, we don't know. There could be a fight over here, I guess. No fight. Not really interested in trekking all the way back down there. Well, actually, there's 2 curios. This is backtracking, though. It's going to raise our stress. I don't care. Let's get out of here.
These tonics and herbs will stave off infection.
Hooray! Tonics and herbs. We didn't make that much money for a medium mission, but we didn't accrue any costs either, aside from Getting rid of the Black Plague, I guess, which we didn't get hardly any shit from there. We only got 8. Brutal. Got the Yips, Lurker, Early Riser, replaced that. Precise Striker, replaced Natural Swing. We probably want to lock Precise Striker before it goes. Probably a really good ability to lock because crits become, like I said, crits are super important in this game.
An eternity.
Man, he's got all kinds of problems. Death Blow resist would be good too. Like I said, you'll know him when you see him. Either way, though, we got a bleed out of there. We got like a bleed token or whatever. Bleed token will be useful for him. So I will probably run it on him. It is going to nerf his dodge pretty considerably, but if he could stack up his bleeds on people that are immune to bleeding, that'd be great. On this side, nobody that I want, actually. Everybody in this batch is useless to me. So that's going to be the end of our episode. Actually, no, it's not. Let's take a look at some diseases here. Oh, man, he's got all kinds of shit going on. I guess we'll start with the Black Plague. We got to start somewhere. This guy, I think, is 100% locked. So, what does Reynald have going on? He's good to go. Greaser, what do you have? Oh, man, this guy has problems, too. Wasn't it... I think it was Callie that was grabbing random shit, though, too, that was being a little obnoxious. On guard, that's okay. That's pretty good. Fear of Mankind, not that bad. Dizzy D. Doesn't have that bad of stuff either. He's in pretty good shape. Villain, he could probably use getting rid of one of those, like Weak Grip. Looks pretty good. I do on occasion, and I think Villain is built for the front line too, so I stab a lot with him when he's not in the right position, so losing that crit basically nullifies the bonus that he receives for using that ability, because I think that's the one that gives him, like, yeah, a 5% crit bonus, so it nullifies it. That'll put him up to almost 12% with that ability right there. And it'll put him up to a ridiculous amount with that ability, almost 20%, so nasty, nasty stuff. My name is Splattercat. See y'all next time. This is Darkest Dungeon. Bye, everybody.